So, welcome back to Real Talk with Shay. And today I want to talk about moving forward. Sometimes we get so caught up in things that have happened in the past. And things that have happened in the past, we cannot change. All we can do is learn from those things and move forward. And as you grow, we have to realize that everything doesn't need a comment. We have to arrest our thoughts that lead us down these rabbit holes of feeling like we have to respond, or we have to understand why, or we have to figure out why. But everything is not meant for us to figure it out. Everything is not meant for us to know the why. But something that I want you to know is, in growth, you have to accept that everybody has their opinions. Everybody has their feelings. Everybody's feelings is not going to be the same as yours. And even when you're in the same situation, you may have different feelings and different thoughts on what happened during the situation. And I'm thankful that I'm at a place in my life now where I can accept how the other person may feel, or look at it in another point of view versus only looking at the situation from my point of view. Because when we only look at the situation from our point of view, that's selfish, and you can never really grow if you don't put yourself in somebody else's shoes to see how the situation could look to them. And when you know that you've done all you can, when you know that you have tried to make a situation right and it still just doesn't come out the way you thought it would, it's okay. You know, if you need to apologize. If you didn't do anything wrong and you feel like you got the rough end of the stick, sometimes just be okay with that. Just be okay with the person not being able to give you what you need, because everybody was not meant to give us what we need. And just live life knowing that everything that we get upset about, everything that hurts our feelings, everything that rubs us the wrong way, everything that frustrates us, everything that gets us bent out of shape, a lot of these things don't even matter. At the end of the day, is it changing your life? Did it adjust your life? Did it cause you physical pain? You know, is it something that you really should be this frustrated about? Is it something that you should really be this upset about? Once you understand that everything that you need, everything that you think you need, God will provide. And we have to set people free. We have to just know that God is going to work things out for us. A lot of times we try to make things work the way we want them to work, with the people that we want it to work out with, and that's not always the plan. You know, sometimes it's just not God's plan. We're making these plans, so that's why we're getting frustrated. That's why we're being upset. And that's why we get upset with people that's connected to us, because we have included them in a plan that they are not supposed to be included in, that they didn't agree to be included in. So we got to get out of our heads, out of our thoughts, to make a thing work out the way we want it to think out, the way we want it to work out. It's not God's plan all the time. It's not his will. And sometimes the very thing that you want to do or want to work out may not be the plan of God. And if it's not the plan of God, sometimes things fall apart because you're supposed to go a different direction. You're supposed to be connected to a different group of people. You know, the assignment is totally different than what you have planned out. So that's why it's always good to seek God first and to ask him to give you direction, to ask him to send you who you need and what you need, and accept the people that are not in the plan. That's something that we have to do too. Everybody's not going to be in the plan. Accept that. Free them from your expectations, because a lot of times we have unspoken expectations, and unspoken expectations can hurt relationships terribly. I mean, if I assume that you're going to do something then I'm upset with you for no reason, because I didn't ask you, I didn't discuss it with you, I didn't even see if this was something that you would agree to, or if this is something that you can do. So when you hold people accountable for expectations that you didn't even discuss with them, that's really your fault. If you get hurt, if you're upset, if you feel like the person wasn't there for you, it's not their fault. You didn't even express to them that you needed their help. You didn't express to them that you wanted them to be a part of it. You didn't express to them that you would like to have their input on the situation. So you can't get upset with somebody before unspoken expectations. And I just want everybody, as much as you can, to get to a place where we just get to a place where we can relax and just let things flow, just let things happen to the way God wants them to happen. Not saying that we're not supposed to work and do our part, but we're not supposed to force things. We're not supposed to force connections. We're not supposed to force anything, really. We're not supposed to force things. These are you're just supposed to move the way God wants you to move. That's why we're supposed to ask him. And when he gives us direction, that's when we're supposed to move in that direction. And when you move in the direction that he's giving you, then you'll find your way to the door that you're supposed to open. And a lot of times we don't do that. We open our own doors. We make our own plan. We follow our own lead. We don't give God time to answer us. Sometimes we move too fast when we hear him say something, but you're not really sure if that's the whole direction that you're supposed to have. So just take time, free people, love people, even if they don't help you, love them anyway, because it could be that they're not supposed to help you. So don't get upset with the plan of God because it doesn't look like the plan that you created in your mind. Even the plan that you write down, if that is not God's will, it's not going to work out the way you planned it to work out. It's going to be his will. So I have learned that love. It helps out if you just look at the bigger picture of this life. And a lot of things are not that serious. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. And that's what you have to say. If you have your heart in a pure place, your motives are pure, because sometimes our motives can get twisted. When it's something that we really want, and when it's a plan that we've put together and we're trying to get it to work, sometimes we manipulate things to make it what we want it to be. And in manipulation, somebody gets hurt. So instead of manipulating the situation, trying to make it work the way you want it to work, we just have to trust God. We have to trust God that he's going to pull every part together, every piece together, every person together, all the finances that you need, everything that you need, he's going to pull it together and make it all work out. And when you let him work it out, you can keep your friendships in good standing. You can keep your associates in good standing. You can keep your business partners in good standing, because you're not trying to make somebody do something. You're not trying to anger somebody into doing something, because we can get petty and throw fits and just want people to do what we want them to do to make it work out the way we want it to work out. And God doesn't operate like that. And I had to learn about the unspoken expectations, how angry, upset, frustrated, bitter, petty we can get for expectations that we put on people that we never express to them. So if you need help from somebody, ask them. But before you ask them, make sure this is somebody that God wants to be a part of whatever the vision is, whatever your purpose is. Ask God so that you can be on one accord with his plan, his decisions, his will for your life. Because when you let him do it, it's going to be perfect, because he sees the future. He knows what lies ahead. He knows the moving parts of what you need, of who you need. So it's better to discuss it with him first. Let him lead you. Let him send the people that should be there. And we've all made mistakes. We've all done things wrong. But you have a chance each and every day that you open your eyes to make better decisions. You can't go back and change the decisions that you made in the past. But to grow, mature, and to move forward, that's why he gives us grace and mercy each and every day to make better decisions, better choices, to grow, to learn, and to turn from our way to his way. And I just pray that this encourages somebody. If this video encourages you, please like, share, and subscribe. If not, I'm glad you stopped by anyway. And until next time.